when the world was too much overburdened by the unnecessary defense force of different kings who are actually demons, but were holding themselves as royal order. At that time, the whole world became bankrupt, and the predominating deity of this earth, known as Bhumi, went to see Lord Brahma to express calamities on account of the demonic king, predominating deity of the earth. Bhumi assumed the shape of God, presented herself before Lord Brahma with tears in her eyes, very much in belief and weeping, just to invoke compassion of the Lord, and she began to narrate the calamitous position.
That's a transcription or a dictation that Prabhupada was giving of his translations from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which became manifest eventually as the Krishna book. Anyone got a copy of the Krishna book at home? Put up your hand. How many of you not got a copy of Krishna book at home? And how many haven't put your hands up yet? So Krishna book is a very nice summary study of the 10th canto. Prabhupada wasn't sure if he was going to be here to translate the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. And so he translated Krishna book, which is the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. And here in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, everything that we know about Krishna is in the Krishna book, and the Bhagavatam, of course. So today being at this moment in time, is the advent of Krishna's birth this evening. I just thought I'd read a few prayers from the demigods, which are glorifying Shri Krishna and also giving testimony to his actual position as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Can you hear this? Smoke, can you hear this?
Not really, Sākṣī.
You've got to carry on playing.
Not here.
You have to carry on playing so I can try and pick it up.
What's he saying?
He said to carry on playing so that.
So try and visualize the situation in the dungeon of King Kamsa. Mother Devaki and Vasudeva are his prisoners, locked up in the dungeon of the supremely powerful Kamsa, the rascal Asura, who's been told that he will be killed eventually by Krishna, by the 8th son of Mother Devaki. So at this point, having killed 7 of Devaki's sons, and with Krishna now present in the womb of Devaki, the demigods have come to offer prayers to Lord Krishna in the womb. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, entered the body of Devaki from the body of Vasudeva. He was beyond the conditions of the ordinary living entity. When Krishna is there, it is to be understood that all his plenary expansions, such as Narayan, and incarnations like Lord Nrsimha, Varaha, etc., are with him, and they are not subject to conditions of material existence. In this way, Devaki became the residence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one who is without a second and the cause of all creation. Devaki became the residence of the absolute truth. But because she was within the house of cancer, she looked just like a suppressed fire, or like misuse of education. When fire is covered by the walls of a pot, or is kept in a jug, the illuminating rays of the fire cannot be very much appreciated. Similarly, misused knowledge which does not benefit the people in general is not very much appreciated. So Devaki was kept within the prison walls, cancer, in the palace, and no one could see her transcendental beauty, which resulted from her conceiving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At this time, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, accompanied by great sages like Narada and followed by many other demigods, invisibly appeared in the house of cancer. They began to pray for the Supreme Personality of Godhead in select prayers, which are very pleasing to the devotees and which award fulfillment of all their desires. The first words they spoke proclaimed that the Lord is true to his vow, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna descends in this material world just to protect the pious and destroy the impious. That is his vow. The demigods could understand that the Lord had taken his residence within the womb of Devaki in order to fulfill this vow. The demigods were very glad that the Lord was appearing to fulfill his mission, and they addressed him as Satyaparam, or the Supreme Absolute Truth. Everyone is searching after truth. That is the philosophical way of life. The demigods give information that the Absolute Truth is Krishna. One who becomes fully Krishna conscious can attain the Absolute Truth. Krishna is the Absolute Truth. Relative truth is not truth in all the three phases of eternal time. For time is divided into past, present and future. Krishna is truth always, past, present and future. The material world is composed of 5 principal elements: earth, water, fire, air and ether. And all such elements are emanations from Krishna. The material scientists accept these principal 5 elements as the cause of material manifestation, but the elements in their gross and subtle states are produced by Krishna. The living entities are working within this material world are also products of this marginal energy. The demigods continue to offer their respectful prayers unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his form of Krishna, by analytical study of the material manifestation. At the present, the demigods pray. The Supreme Lord Krishna is appearing just for the maintenance of this manifestation. Our dear Lord, it is very difficult to understand your eternal form of personality. People in general are unable to understand your actual form. Therefore, you are personally descending to exhibit your transcendental, original, eternal form. Somehow, people can understand the different incarnations of your Lordship, but they are puzzled to understand the eternal form of Krishna with two hands, moving amongst human beings exactly like one of them. This eternal form of your Lordship is ever increasing in transcendental pleasure for the devotees. But for the non-devotees, this form is very dangerous. As it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is very pleasing to sadhu. The demigods continued, our dear Lord, you are the source of pure goodness. There are many great sages who simply by samadhi or transcendentally meditating upon your lotus feet and thus being absorbed in thoughts has easily transformed the great ocean of nescience created by the material nature to no more than a calf hoofprint. O self-illuminated one, the great saintly persons who have crossed over the ocean of nescience by the help of the transcendental boat of your Lordship and your lotus feet have not been taken away, that boat to material condition. It is still lying on its side. Meditation means concentration upon the lotus feet of the Lord. Lotus feet indicate the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Impersonalists do not recognize the lotus feet of the Lord, and therefore their object of meditation is sometimes impersonal. Dear Lord, when you appear in your different incarnations, you take different names and forms according to different situations. Lord Krishna is your name because you are all attractive. You are Janmastami because your transcendental beauty, Sham, means blackish. Yet they say that you are more beautiful than thousands of cupids. Kadarma Kautika Mania. Although you appear in a color which is compared to the blackish cloud, because you are transcendental, absolute. Your beauty is many, many times more attractive than the delicate body of Cupid. Sometimes you are called Giridhari because you lifted the Govardhan hill. You're sometimes called Nandanandana or Vasudeva or Devikanandana because you appear as the son of Maharaj Nanda, or Devaki, or Vasudeva. Impersonalists think that your many names or forms are according to a particular type of work and quality, because they accept you from the position and the material observer. So 5,000 years ago, Lord Shri Krishna appeared in his eternal transcendental form. And after some 125 years, he disappeared from material vision. Some 4,500 years later, the Lord appears as Lord Chaitanya. And in this incarnation of mercy, he comes to deliver the Yuga Dharma, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And in the Kali Yuga, the incarnation of the Lord is not only Lord Chaitanya, but of the holy name himself. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Krishna. So on Janmastami, we're very fortunate to have the opportunity to celebrate Krishna in the incarnation of his sound vibration, the Hare Krishna mantra. So in the few minutes we have left, we'll chant some Hare Krishna mantra, some pranams to Prabhupada and Panchatatma.